particular video is going to be a little bit different than the other one in a number of ways. One, I am particularly scruffy right now. I haven't brushed my hair. I am drinking hot tea. It's Sunday morning. My dogs woke me up. There you have it. You're not getting anything else from me. This is online. Like, this isn't some kind of like date where I have to meet you and we have to talk and act like we're interested in each other. If you're not interested in me, you can just, close the page. Fine. No problem. Rude. Another way it's going to be different is that I'm going to actually, read to you some of the messages that I've gotten instead of just, surfing through the multitudes of people. And we're going to talk about, why I didn't actually reply to them. Or why I did. Maybe, if I replied to any of them. Probably not. Don't get your hopes up. Also, one other thing. I wrote this a while back. It's true for me. So I'm going to read to you what certain things translate to if you were to, run across this on an online dating site. But let me start with this. I kind of touched on this earlier in one of my other videos. First impressions are something that you don't get to do again. That's why it's called a first impression. And sometimes you can give a little bit of leniency, right? Depending on the situation. Here's the situation though, alright? You're on the internet. You're presenting yourself. If you can't correct certain things, then I don't know what you're doing. If you leave a glaring typo on your page, and I see it, and I'm just you saw me in my previous messages. I will twitch. I twitch because I don't like that. I can't handle that. Yeah, I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. We get it. But you know that when you've got a profile like that, you are checking it every day to make sure that it looked okay. And you're like, did I say that right? Do I sound pretentious? Let me change that. It can't be just me. You really can't. I'm just saying. You've got to auto-edit. You know what I mean? Anyway. So that's what online dating is about. It's about, this is me. Look here. And we'll go from there, right? Here's things that I do not want. The no shirt picture. Okay? What you're thinking is oh, she's totally going to love my muscles. I am ripped and I'm awesome. What I see is man tits. Or lumpy. I can't cuddle lumpy. I know some girls really like muscles. You can't snuggle with lumpy. It doesn't work. Or put your shirt on. This is something that I see. Put your shirt on. Because if you came here to cyber, you went to the wrong URL. You typed in POF when you meant to type in ChatRT. Not the same thing. So get that right. Another picture that I do not like. Here's me and my latest kill and my gun. What you're thinking is, I'm outdoorsy. Haha, look at me, I'm outside. This is wonderful. I'm adventurous, right? That's what you think. What I see is, I don't care that you shot that bird out of the sky mid-flight. I'm not remotely interested in that skill. I'm going to go to a grocery store. I don't need you to kill something in the sky for me to have dinner tonight. Sometimes I get it. There are some people that think that's really awesome. There are. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those girls that's oh, how dare you kill something that had a family. I don't really care that much. I just feel I'm not an outdoorsy person. I'm not. And I see that and I think redneck. I really do. I'm sorry. That's just what I get is redneck. Nothing I can do about that. That's what you're putting out there. That's what I'm taking away from it. Another one. People with a cowboy hat in your picture. Okay, now this is a little iffy because I'm from Oklahoma. So we get a lot of cowboy hats. It's going to happen. And there's nothing wrong with that a lot of the time. But you sit there and you're thinking I'm a country boy and I want a southern girl and I'm inbred. That's all I see is that you're I don't know. There's a difference between southern and redneck. And it's a fine line And somewhere along the way, the internet got most of this side instead of the southern side. Like, that's all I'm saying. Okay. I've seen this a lot, and some people have tried to explain to me that it's apparently a song. And this gets so many of my pet peeves all in one thing. People say, I'm a redneck Romeo. And I get it. Apparently that's a country song, and that's going to spark some little Southern Belle's heart. And she's just going to say, oh, he's so dreamy. He's a redneck Romeo. And I'm some kind of hillbilly Juliet. I don't know. Look, here's the problem with that. First of all, redneck. I don't know who decided that was a good thing, but it's not. It's not a good thing. Second of all, Romeo. Alright, my degree is in theater, and even if it wasn't, I did pass 7th grade, and I know that Romeo and Juliet is A, a satire, B, they both die, C, Romeo's just a horny boy that just got over his ex-girlfriend and sees the next chick at a freaking dance, and then he's like, let's get married, and she's like, whoa, I'm 13! No, I don't want anything to be related to Romeo and Juliet in my love life, at all. No. No, don't. Stop. Stop with the Romeo and Juliet stuff. You're not tragically torn apart by your families and so in love that we're all going to die. If you've got that going on in our relationship, like if my parents hate you and you want to kill yourself because you can't be with me, go do it. Like, bye. Have fun. Not going to see you later. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Redneck Romeo. I got sidetracked there with the Romeo and Juliet conversation, but I brought it back. Redneck Romeo. No. Next. People will sometimes say that this is the last page that I'm going to make. Like, this is the last dating profile I'm going to have. And I'm going to sit here thinking, like, wow. Man. Like, I don't know if you're trying to say that I'm romantic and I'm going to find you right here. Like, this will be where it happens. Or if you're just saying, like, you know, act now, supplies are limited, I don't know. But all I can see is, you know, we talked about this in one of my other videos, foreveralone.jpg, right? Right there. Anyway, somebody says, I'm looking to have a lot of fun. What you expect, like me to hear, is if she wants to have a lot of fun, she'll message me. What I see, and this is very important, you have to see the image for this one. The allot, alright? Are we familiar with the allot? Anybody? Hyperbole and a half. Look that up. She's a genius. Anyway, the allot. Alright. It's not a word. You don't say a little, a bunch. Those are a lot, a little. Just so you know. Stop screwing that up. Alright. Next thing that bugs me is whenever people say, you know, let's have fun and see what happens. And what you expect me to take from that is, well, actually, what you're trying to say is, I'm going to get laid because I'm laid back. And what I can see is, I've got herpes! You know, when someone says, I'm just looking to have fun, and, you know, we'll see where it goes, you are telling me that you just want to have sex, which, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, I just want to have a good time. You've got herpes. I get it. I'm not going to talk to you. Next. This literally happened. The person's username was Big Floppy Dong. Like, Big Floppy Dong. I don't know what you thought you were going to accomplish with that. Like, did you think that was going to turn somebody on? Because it didn't work. Mission failed. No. So, there you go. There's that. You know, I was going to do this one as a longer one, and this was a really long conversation, so I'm going to stop here. So this video was my, you know, what you put out in the world, what I take from it kind of video. So there's that for you. I'll, you know, stay tuned. The next video is going to talk about how, you know, the messages that I get. We talked about that earlier. That's what's going to be on the next video, so look out!